Hi guys, welcome to the Third Show. It's going to be an interesting show about relationships. We are going to have our coach, who is going to be Mr. Coach, who is going to be in this session. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. Welcome, guys. Thank you.
Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so and remember, in our studio, we have a very special and celebrated guy, and he will take us through a certain topic that he will also tell us what about it and expand the point about it. So, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Mhm.
take us through. Happy New Year. We have not
Happy New
seen each
Year.
other this.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'm good.
Na umekaa umekula umenona.
We have to do that, of course. We are in the world. We need to eat well.
Yeah,
I'm doing well.
yeah.
Yes, I'm
So,
good.
why are we here today?
Well, as you've noted earlier, we want to talk about a very serious aspect about relationships. This is the red flags.
Yeah.
So many people don't know whether they are experiencing the red flags, whether they are waiting on something they don't know. So today we will have that time.
Okay, can you first of all tell us what red flags are in a relationship?
Good, thank you, Mr. Ndungu.
Yeah.
Now, red flags are possibly the turn-offs. Red flags are kind of the aspects that explains why someone is good for you or not good for you, deliberately not good for you.
Okay.
Because a red flag cannot explain why someone is good for you. So a red flag definitely gives you the preview of the negativities about someone. So not this. Sometimes someone may be in your life and they are not sure. Sometimes someone may be in their life, they are sure that you are not the one, but they will not tell you. So that is a red flag. So that is generally about red flag.
Okay, with that, how can you identify red flags in a relationship, Mr. Price?
Thank you. Now, like I said, they are kind of the traits that are against what you expect from someone. So whenever something is not in line with the correct principles and standards of a good relationship, generally a relationship should have good future outlined goals. So anything against that is not working towards the right principles, then that's how you will know that you are not rightly placed. So like I said, sometimes someone may be very well sure that you are not in their life and they will not tell you. That's something that is good to note. Someone may also not be sure about what they want. Mark my point. Maybe they will get someone they are sure about in future. So that's a way to identify that.
True.
So you get that point. So that's how you will know that this is a red flag. Someone is not sure, or someone is sure but they will not tell you. So it's upon you to learn them and know the right directives and the right outline prospects to know that. Yes.
Now, let's assume that I am in red flags. How should I deal with it?
Good. First of all, let me mention the type of those red flags before we go to that. It's so important we know that.
Ahead.
Number one, there is something called gaslighting. Gaslighting definitely is the kind of psychological manipulation that someone has towards a partner. Someone wants to be, is the one or she's the one to have that psychological power in the relationship. That's what I mean by gaslighting. You know, a relationship must bring a balanced viewpoint. I mean, a balanced way where everyone's view counts. But when there is that psychological control and manipulation, that is wrong. Two, there's this red flag that you'll find your partner most related to long distance relationship, where when most of the time you want to communicate with your partner and you want to do it in a video call. Some of these partners don't allow you to video call them. So when you want to video call, they have a way of maybe rejecting. So when your partner is reluctant about video calls, especially at night, that is a red flag
And
without a proper excuse.
what if they dislike it?
No, well, how do you? A video call is a continuation of a one-on-one talk with your partner. So
Okay.
when you don't want it, what does it mean? So you be very careful to those partners who don't want video calls at night.
Like I personally, I don't like video calling.
Do you have
Could that?
do you have a good reason why you don't?
Okay, I just it is just
Well,
like that automatically.
I understand your point, but most of the time it cannot be an every time excuse. So I know you. There's a point I want you to understand. When the relationship is distant, there is a time when you miss each other, and when you miss each other, there will be either audio or video call through WhatsApp. There is even those who are far apart in other countries. So you have to uphold that. At
Okay.
least sometimes you have to video call. And if your partner doesn't want that, that is a question. Another red flag,
Yes.
Mr. Ndungu,
Yes.
whenever someone argues so much, arguments is just arguments, she's a no-go zone, that's a red flag. Most of the time, if you can, you must be in a relationship where there is a balanced way of solving conflicts. But there are some people who are so defensive. They don't want you to sort issues amicably. So that means there is a question to ask yourself. Is it standard? Because when it is not in a place where there is amicable solution solving, then there is a question for you. So I put it so clear that every partner, any partner who is so much defensive is just argument. It's just a kind of attack. You bring this issue, they attack you. There is a red flag for you. Another point, someone who just fights, abusive, a partner who just abuses you physically, that's a red flag. Someone who is just ready for fights, that's a question for you. So, never be in a relationship where you say you love someone, but you're trying to defend your love regardless of how they abuse you physically. That is wrong. So you must make sure that the relationship is in a place where when there is a fight, there are issues, you solve them, they don't lead to fights. Do you get that point?
Yeah.
Another red flag is someone who is not sure about what they want. In a good relationship, there is a place for mature way of portraying the goals. You have to know what you want. And in a relationship where someone doesn't know what they want, like I started to say, and I mentioned that when someone doesn't know what they want, that is a red flag for you. Why are you in the relationship if you don't know what you want? That is a question. Sometimes someone knows what they want, and they will not tell you that you are not the one they want. Sometimes they don't want you, and they will not tell you. It is you to find it out. So you have to be in a point, Mr. Ndungu, when I'm in a relationship and I feel like there is something that is not adding up. This guy, there's something he's hiding. So you get to a point when you will have to sense that there is something that is not working out, you're not being told. Sometimes they have some other partner outside and do not tell you. So it's you to find out. No, this is not a relationship for me. Another red flag, as we get to another point, is someone who, is in a place. Let me bring it in this way. There are those partners who are manipulative. They're in this relationship, but they are so they're hard to control. Sometimes you want them to go in particular direction. Sometimes you have goals, you have plans about the relationship. You have got financial goals, but they are not into that. Do you get the point?
Yeah.
They only want to have their own lines. That is someone who is not in your life. And you have to be very vigilant. That's someone who wants you in their future. They want you in their decision-making lines. They want you in their life. And they will be ready to sit with you in a relationship level. talking about the future of the relationship. If someone doesn't want that, that is a question. Yeah.
And what are common red flags in a relationship, Mr. Price? We have common red flags.
Okay. I think the ones I've mentioned are something that you, of course, see. So many people will definitely not be in an environment to just tell you that there's a red flag. So the common attributes, I mean, the common traits are the ones I've mentioned, that you'll just get the communication. First of all, let me talk about the communication, because communication, it all starts with communication. When someone is not ready to, I mean, to go with you along the future, the long-term relationship, then there is a way that they communicate. When the communication was effective, it started to become unbearable. They don't call. If they call, it is cold call. They don't really flow with the current, the way they used to do the text. Something's just changed. And most times you see, even the time when you call them, they're not ready to open up. There's something that they hide. So whenever you start seeing the communication how it used to be, it's a question. Then know that there's something that's cooking. There's something that is coming up. It is better for you to get ready for that. So that is something that is so common for relationship that are raising questions. So you have to get into that point. So communication is a major factor that will make you understand that there is something that is not adding up. Another one is attention. Whenever someone is not giving you attention, that is a question to bring into line. So attention is so much important. When someone they're starting to become cold enough, not to be so open to you, they are just starting not in need of your presence, then that is a question. Yeah, so attention is so much important. When someone is no longer in need of your time, so that is a place to put your mental awareness down and sit yourself and have your personal meeting. Know that there's something that are adding up. That is so much important. So the three attributes, there's so much directives to get you into the line, which is so much important for you. Yes.
And Mr. Price, do we have silent red flags in relationships?
That's, it is important. That's a good question. Like I told you, there is no point when you will say that someone is playing a hide and seek game silently. They will play it silently, but in as much as someone has not told you that this is what they want, it is you to learn and look into that personally, because they will not tell you that, oh, I don't want you. So many people don't do that openly. So there is no silent red flag. It's only that they don't blossom so loudly. But in as much as you still have someone in your life, you are able to see the red flags. And when the flags are there, they don't come out so silently. Sometimes they grow, they blossom. You may fail to see them at some lower stage, but like eventually you must be able to have it known so loudly, because they grow. So as long as you are there to learn someone, make sure you are in a position to be sensitive to yourself, to your mental, your mental capability, to the things that you just see, so that at the direct position, you will be able to see that this is a flag. This is something that you are supposed to work on. Yeah, so there is no, it's only that they grow. So some people call it silent, but they grow.
They
Yes.
grow time by time.
Exactly.
So, Mr. President, there's that person who is undergoing all this tribulation that you have mentioned. What can you advise them to do? Maybe we have some red flags that are very abusive. What can you advise them?
First of all, some people have a problem. So many people will start a relationship. No, those people who, when the relationship is new, they start asking you for money. They want money. Who does that? please, ladies, or this is so very. I mean, it's associated with ladies. You meet someone and the following day they have money problems. Who doesn't
Yes.
have money problems? Everyone has money problems, but put it for yourself. I mean, if by the way, if a
I
lady
get-
wants you in their future,
Mhm.
a lady who is mature enough, they will not ask you for money.
It is true.
So a lady who starts asking for money, excuse me, that is a red flag. So if there is a way you can just work on that as early as possible. Maybe sometime someone will do that because of ignorance, but why should you do that? So make sure that you be very sensitive as men. Be very sensitive. Another one, there are so many people who never are ready to evaluate the relationship. Do you get my point? A relationship should be evaluated. Places to work on, places to do the recap on where you are supposed to make strong, to build on the foundation. So you have to evaluate the relationship. So my advice to someone, to the young people who are dating, be in a position to evaluate your relationship. Maybe you're in a red flag today. It is upon you to decide. Do you want to is there something that you want? Maybe you have a lot of money to dish out. Some people don't have problems about dishing money because they have. That is maybe because of ignorance or maturity. But I am warning you, if a man who you will be there, I mean, you just, it's good to take someone out. It's good to give women money. It's good to, by the way, ladies should be given money. But there is an extent where it's not being caring.
Yeah, they will want too much money.
It is something to be, it's laziness. I mean, it's, failure to be responsible. And so many ladies, when they ask you for money, it's not that they are asking you for money that they need. Sometimes they are testing your standards. Do you understand? Because as even ladies, they will be asking, if you give them so easily, it means that you're also giving some other people money easily, and eventually you will lose them. So sometimes you're supposed to ask yourself, is this a test? Is it something so genuine? If you ask for money, I will want to solve that money problem than giving you money. And if your presence will work on that, I mean, sometimes men, I advise men, go there and solve that problem if you can.
It is true.
Don't just give money and you don't know where the money is going to. Sometimes they want money to give their boyfriends somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you can go and solve that problem, go and solve it. It is wise. You get the
So
point.
you can ask money from me and you give your boyfriend.
Exactly.
Oh
So
my
if you
God.
can go and be a man and go and solve the problem.
Boy child is in danger there.
Exactly.
So Mr. Price, as we come to an end, where can we find you?
Thank you. We are in social media.
Yeah.
You can just send your message, YouTube handle. You can call us. My numbers, we will give my number. If you need counseling, you can call 0753 600 317. I
You
repeat,
can-
0753 600 317. That is our WhatsApp number. Our Facebook, you can get us through John Price, my Facebook account.
Okay.
Or if you have real personal issues, you can also text them through our handle. We will help you. We will have personal time. And if you have any question, bring them.
Okay, thank you very much for gracing my show.
Thank you.
May God bless you so much. So
Amen.
we have come to an end of our topic today. Until we meet for the next show, may God bless you so much as you.
Give me wind and rain.